Hi there, welcome to Prime Time. I'm Paul Orford and I'm with Maria, the Forex Therapist, and we're going to go on. We've previously talked about psychopaths or psychopathy, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
And something we discussed after we shot this was how a narcissist as a leader or someone in your working environment could damage the working environment or yourself. So, as ever, I'll let you start, Maria. What is a narcissist and what can they do to you?
Okay, so as we mentioned in the previous video, a narcissist is someone who is primarily concerned about their ego. They want ego gratification and strengthening. So you have all the time to give them the narcissistic supply, to tell them how good they are, how well they do something. They are vain people and they are interested in themselves rather than on other people, you know. So if you have a leader like that in a company, if there's a narcissistic leadership, as you may understand, this can be quite harmful, you know, because you're no longer concerned about the mission of the company or the people. You're just wanting your personal gain. So that's why we say that an emotionally intelligent leader is always the one that makes the difference, you know.
Right.
So, and also, obviously, it may create a culture in the company where everybody cares for their own good. So there will be no cooperation.
Yeah. So could I ask you a question? If they're all about personal glory, okay, how do they get to the top without other people following them? You know, like, you have to have a certain amount. Is politics involved in any organisation? How, if you are kind of that individualistic, can you get to the top and have people follow you?
Okay, I think we have to clarify that there is the healthy narcissism and the pathological narcissism. So you have the narcissistic personality disorder, where you are, this is, you know, exaggerated narcissism. A healthy narcissism is good. So you like yourself, you are confident in your own ability, you can actually motivate others because you believe in what you can do. This can actually bring you quite far, because obviously to go, you know, at the top, you need to have this ability to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
But then there's always a thin line, you know, between being something that helps you and going overboard.
Yeah.
So if you are into pathological narcissism, you may have, you know, taken all the positive aspects of this trait to go up there. But then once you are up there, you may not cause, you know, so much good.
Okay, now if I look in the mirror at myself and I say, okay, I'm a narcissist, I got all the bad value. Could I actually see it in myself if I understand I got all the bad values? And if I can see it, can I rectify that?
You cannot see it because you think you're too good.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, like, because sometimes, when we're researching all these things, we don't just kind of throw it together. Okay, like, you have to do some reading as well. And the more I read about this, like narcissism, so on and so forth, it does give me sleepless nights sometimes, because I think, okay, that's me. But if I am recognising it, then clearly it's not me.
Don't worry, this is totally normal.
Yeah.
When I was studying psychology and we were doing all these, you know, different disorders, I was going like, oh, do I have that? I have that. So it's a normal process for somebody who has self-insight.
Right.
So it's a good thing that you are actually questioning yourself, because it means you have this self-insight.
Well, that's good. So I'm not a serial killer, so that's quite good. I'm quite happy about that. So what or how can an organisation remedy this if you do have someone in your working environment? Apart from firing them, let's be more constructive. What positive steps can be taken to remedy this? If you can't fire them, I mean, you know what I mean. So let's get them out.
Yeah. Well, it depends who is the narcissist, the pathological narcissist, and if it's the very, very top, maybe you cannot do much, I guess. But then I believe that you cannot go very far with this kind of culture in a company, because success is a mutual thing, is a collective thing. So you cannot just be succeeding on your own all the time. At some point, you will realize that something has been done wrong. So I don't know if there's anything that can be done to remedy this. If the problem comes from the top.
Yeah.
If we are talking about lower levels, of people that maybe infect the corporate culture with this kind of, attitude, I guess, there must be very clear in the organization that we are cooperating, we are a team. This has to be reflected on how the employees are trained. But it's quite idealistic to believe that. I know that most of the times it does not happen. Then we come onto the individual level. So if the company cannot deal with that, how do you deal with that yourself? So if your colleague is, too self-absorbed, how do you deal with that?
Well, let's face it, humans are individuals in themselves, and you can't use this like general sort of things that, okay, if we do the X, Y, and Z, people are weird. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, like you go work in some places, and you think, yeah, but no, but I think really a lot of it comes down to their lack of confidence in themselves and the fear of what you're bringing to the table. And if you just sit them down and say, look, just relax. You know what I mean? We're not all here to kill each other. We're here to move forward. So it's a strange business.
Yeah, well, that's the right attitude to have, but it's not always, feasible to just convince everybody that this is how it should be. So I think when you can do it, yes, you do it, be open. What you describe is openness, and it's very, very creative and very helpful in your team. So whenever you can do it, yes, I would say you can. It's good to do it.
All right, cool. So, in essence, if the guy's at the top and he's a narcissist, just find something else to do in your life, I think is the best suggestion. So, yeah, Maria, narcissism, tick that box, we've done it again. We'll be back in a moment, and the next one is going to be...
passive aggression in the workplace, we said, right?
Perfect. All right, see you soon. Bye-bye.